Alright, what's going on, everybody? Man, what a great day we got today. Spring football has finally started. It's all about them Ducks. I love my Ducks. Marcus Mariota, I think, is taking more of a leadership role just from the comments I've been hearing from practices. Excuse me. He went hoarse today, yelling at his team, getting them into the tempo he wants, taking more of a leadership role, which is absolutely freaking great. I love to hear that from a young quarterback. I mean, not to say he wasn't a leader last year, I just don't think it was at the forefront of everybody's mindset. And now he is seeing that, especially on the first day. And I'm not saying that Helfrich wasn't there giving everybody heck too, but Marcus, with Barner gone, he is. And I mean, DeAnthony Thomas is DeAnthony Thomas, and everyone's going to talk about him. But Marcus is going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate this year. DeAnthony Thomas is going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate as well. But I'm saying Marcus Mariota is going to come in and he's going to take the Pac-12 by storm. He is going to be no more, no more jitters, no more big stages that can shake this kid. He's seen it all now. Freaking Fiesta Bowl champion, offensive player of the Fiesta Bowl. This kid can't get rattled no more. No excuses, and he's not going to give them one. And he's going to go out in there, take this team by the reins, and lead him down the path of glory. That's all there is to it. And I'm very happy to see that, especially on the first day. Already hearing great things about my quarterback. Awesome. Can't wait for that game. Can't wait to see him go in there and just be the guy. DeAnthony Thomas is DeAnthony Thomas, and we're going to have other playmakers, B.J. Kelly, Dwayne Stanford, Thomas Tyner. We're going to have all those guys. We're going to have the core again. But Marcus is going to be that center of that core this year. He's going to do a lot more, and he's going to do a lot better. He's not going to have a game like Stanford, where he just didn't show up. He's not going to have that kind of a game next year. So, I'm ready for that. I'm very excited for spring ball to keep going. And, everyone's like, oh, well, you only got one player there of your commits. Why? Blah, 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 blah. I never have looked into that too much. It's like, okay, who cares? We're still going to have them here for fall. They're still going to be ready. The guys that we're going to really depend on, Cameron Hunt, Thomas Tyner, the Robinson twins, they're legit. They can play. They don't need a ton of practice. I mean, we have a complicated scheme, but Tyner, he's a running back. Hand him the ball and he runs through the hole. The twins, that's a little different because they're going to probably be playing linebacker, one of them, and the other one's probably going to be playing safety or DB or maybe a wide receiver, maybe put one of them on offense, one of them on defense. That's a little bit different. That's a little bit harder for them. They're going to get slowly integrated. Joe Walker is the one guy we got here now, and he was here before even signing day had happened. He had already committed, and he had already started classes, so he's been here a long time. He's a linebacker too, and I think he could be one of the first guys off the bench. He was only a 2-star coming in, and he kind of slipped through the cracks. But he's physical, he's athletic, he's sort of kind of fast. He's not uber fast, but he can hit hard. And I'm not saying he's going to be. I'm not going to try to compare him to Kiko because everyone's looking for the next Kiko, and Kiko I think is a rare breed. And you can't kind of degrade what Kiko was by saying right off the bat that this guy's the next Kiko Alonso for us. Kiko was a special player to me. I was a big fan of Kiko, even though he had his ups and downs, and that's what made him my fan favorite, was he fought through the adversity. So I'm not going to come out here and say that Joe Walker's going to be as legit as Kiko Alonso was, because that's just not true right now. Maybe he could be. He has 3 years here at Oregon. He has 4 years to play 3, but because he's a JUCO transfer. But I don't know who he's going to be. He's going to be the next Joe Walker. That's who he is right now. If we want to compare him to somebody down the road, we will. But he's the Joe Walker right now. And the Robinson twins are going to be awesome. Thomas Tyner is going to be awesome. We're going to be fine next year, Duck fans. Don't worry about our core. We have great coaches. We have great assistants. We have great players that are going to really step it up this year. And, I mean, I can't be any more excited for this year because it's another year to build on this kind of a miniature dynasty. I mean, not national championship dynasty, but this is as close to a dynasty as we've had at Oregon. 4 straight years to BCS Bowl games, 2 straight BCS Bowl wins. you can't get much better than that right now. I mean, unless you're Bama. But so we're doing good, and we're gonna do good next year. And as long as Marcus stays healthy, we'll be all right. And Tyner is gonna be Tyner, and B.J. Kelly, I expect big things from him in the wide receiving core. Dwayne Stanford, Braylon Addison, gonna step it up also. So big things to come here at Oregon. I can't wait for the first game. Gonna be there for sure. Gonna definitely try to get there. I'm not gonna for sure be there. Can't say that yet. But I'm definitely gonna try and get down there because opening day is always kind of a little bit special, even though it's against Nicholls State and they're not a legit program. Which I've always kind of been dumbfounded by Oregon. They never scheduled that big game at home. We had LSU in 2010 or 2011, whatever it was, um, and that was in Dallas Cowboy Stadium. But we never have had that kind of it game at home the first week. Uh, they always seem to save that one for like the third week. But I would definitely like this. Like if we were playing Tennessee opening day, what Duck fan is not gonna miss that? Like, come on. Tennessee, even though you've had your ups and downs, you're on the rise a little bit right now. You got new coach, new system, exciting turnaround of the program. The fans are into it. You're a little bit on the rise, and we'll see how the season goes for you. I think you could win 7 games, including your bowl. We'll see. But what Duck fan is gonna miss that game? An SEC opponent coming into Autzen Stadium on the first week. No Duck fan's gonna miss that. That game would sell out in a minute once those tickets go on sale, guaranteed. Granted, it's the third week. We got Nicholls State the first week, but it's a home game, and Autzen Stadium home games are always fun, no matter who we're playing. Get the pomp and the circumstance and the pageantry, kicking off the season, and then we kick the shit out of Nicholls State and head up to Virginia, kick the shit out of Virginia, and come down and play Tennessee. And like I've told a few Tennessee fans on here already on Twitter and on Ubu, I think y'all can hang with us a little bit better than you did in 2010, and I hope you do. I don't want to blow you out of the water. I don't want you guys to get there, especially if some of y'all come down. I don't want you guys to get there and then get steamrolled. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't enjoy it a little bit, but I want you guys to see Autzen Stadium in its true glory if you come down here. I want you guys to see the fans screaming their head off for the third and fourth quarter. I want those plays to mean something. I mean, Autzen Stadium's great at the beginning, but it's even better if it's close at the end. Especially if it's a night game. Oh, I'm just hoping that Tennessee game, 7:30 kickoff, night game. Oh my gosh. That is especially if we got the blackout. Oh my gosh. Do fans get up for the blackout? We are totally there in blackout scenarios. But we'll have to wait and see. That's to be determined. I'm excited. I can't wait. That's just going to be a fun weekend. That's going to be a fun week for the Trash Talking Circle. Oh, little tease for you. There might be some partnership coming to this channel. Not going to say who, not going to say for what, but there's a partnership being brewed. Stay tuned. Also, wanted to touch on this just a little bit. Didn't want to give this guy too much credit because I think his points are kind of invalid, but we'll see here. Magnum. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, this guy. By the way, could this weather get any better? I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous weather here in Oregon. Perfect time of year. By the way, happy belated Easter to everybody. All right, Magnum. I'm not gonna say, did you talk about Law Tide Son, blah 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 blah, because that's not my place. Basically, Law Tide said everything he needed to say to you in that last video, and all his points were true, and it was a pretty epic video. But I think what you're doing with this whole school thing, and not to say that you're not really going, and not to say that it's terrific that you're, doing something with your life, which is great and all, but like Law Tide said, don't sit on there and say that I'm going to school and actually doing something with my life, and make it sound like Lawtide isn't, or make it sound like somebody isn't doing something with their life, because we're all doing something with our life. We're all trying to get better. We're all trying to better ourselves each and every day. Everybody's out there grinding, doing their thing, and just because you just happen to start now doesn't mean you need to be coming here. Just because I'm doing something with my life and you're not, blah 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 blah. That's not fair to Lawtide, because he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. Everybody's out there doing their thing. You don't need to denigrate somebody for whatever they're doing. That's their thing. That's my opinion of it. And I think another reason you brought up your school is you're setting up the reason for there being an excuse. Like, say Georgia loses next year, which will be a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know your team. You all claim you have a good offense and then not such a good defense this year, but we'll see. When Georgia loses next year, you're gonna not crow. You're gonna wait till Thursday, Friday, and just say, "Fuck, sorry guys, I got busy. School shit, life." I think that's kind of what you're gonna try to do is use this as an excuse. And I hate to say that, but that's just kind of the little twinge I get down my spine when I watch that video of yours. Is that's what it's gonna be for you. But prove me wrong, Magnum. Don't get all butthurt and come on here at me. I mean, you came at me last year pretty hard, but don't come at me real hard, because that's just gonna prove my point that you're a little bit intimidated, and you gotta get up here and act all tough and flex your muscles a little bit. But prove me wrong, Magnum. If Georgia loses next year, come out here on a Sunday or maybe Monday, and you know what? Crow, crow, crow. Because we all know that you disappeared, and then all of a sudden you reappeared, and now you say you're not going to make trash talk videos, which I do not believe for 1 nanosecond. I believe in August you'll be like, you know what, fuckers? I'm back, because I'm going to make this TTC my bitch. I'm just going to be like, nah, I'm just going to go at y'all fools. Is basically what you're going to come out here and say, and I have a feeling that's what it's going to be like. So, that's about it for now. As always, go Ducks. Y'all have a great one.